Hello everyone, myself Khushi. I am a law student in IME Law College and I am here as a legal intern in very popular law firm Lexington Company. So guys, from this video, we are going to discuss the next part of the judgment on the constitutional validity of Aadhaar Act. In this video, we are going to discuss first the Aadhaar for the services, which Supreme Court upheld that the Aadhaar for the government services by using the doctrine of proportion- proportionality. The doctrine of proportionality explained that the nature and extent of the state's interference with the exercise of a right must be proportionate to the goal it seeks to achieve. This is the doctrine of proportionality. The court have upheld the validity of the Section 7 of the Act of the Aadhaar Act, stating that the rationale behind the Section 7 is to ensure the targeted delivery of services, benefits and subsidies which are funded from the Consolidated Fund of India. This has been done keeping in a view the larger interest to ensure a social and economic justice, to eliminate inequality and a lot of poor and Dalits. Some such schemes of PDS and scholarships, midday meals, LPG subsidy, etc., which is it's helped to review the services. There is this Aadhaar Act. The court held that it is convinced that the purpose of the provision is ensure such benefit which helps to achieve a right to life, reach to deserving. The court also said that the government cannot increase the scope of benefits, and benefits are such welfare schemes from for which the resources are to be drawn from the Consolidated Fund of India. Therefore, the action by the CBSC, NEET, UGC requirement of the Aadhaar for the scholarships shall not be covered under this section unless it is demonstrated that the expenditure is incurred from the Consolidated Fund of India. The benefits which is earned by an individual, for example a pension of a government employee, cannot be covered under this section 7 of this act of the Aadhaar Act, as it is a right to individual to receive such benefits. Next is the disclosure of data disclosure and data protection. On the protection of biometric data, the court upheld that there are a sufficient authentication security measures in a place. During authentication, no information about the nature of transaction, etc., it is obtained. It is in the judgment of court that no information are related to a banking or transaction they cannot obtain under this act. The UIDAI has mandate to use the registered device RD for all the authentication request. With the use of this registered device, the biometric data is encrypted and within these services using a key, means they cannot share. It is end-to-end corrupted and therefore captured live before returning the application being used to service provider. Registered device blocks the person identified data by encrypting it. It creates a unidirectional relationship between the host of application and the UIDAI. The machinery with UIDAI has created a data protection. It was of the review that it is very difficult to create a profile of a person simplify on the basis of a biometric and demographic information stored in the central identities data repository CIDR. The court also ordered the government to bring out a robust data protection regimen on the basis of the recommendation of the Justice B.N. Shri Krishnan Committee report. The court struck down Section 33 of the Aadhaar Act, which allowed disclosure of all information of users in the interest of the national security. However, the court held that the power of determination of such eventually should be gained to an offer to an officer higher than a rank of joint security. Means to disclose the personal information, it is only have a right to a higher officer of than the rank of the joint secretary. They can disclose the personal information only. Could also read down the section 33(1) of the Aadhaar Act, which prohibited disclosure of the information including the identity and authentication information except when it is by an order of a district court or higher court. The court ordered that an individual whose information is sought shall be an opportunity of hearing. It is a right of district court and higher court. Supreme Court struck down the regulation 26C of the Aadhaar Act, which allowed the UIDAI to store the mandate relating to the Aadhaar-based authentications and authentication history of a private firm. Is Aadhaar for children. For the enrollment of a children under the Aadhaar Act, it would be essential to have a consent of their parents and guardian. It is essential that we have to take the permission of their parents and guardian. On obtaining the age of 18, such children who are enrolled under the Aadhaar with the consent of their parents will have a option to exit from the Aadhaar project. They have a right to exit from. The Supreme Court also ruled that the Aadhaar is not a compulsory for the admissions to the schools, as it is neither a service nor a subsidy. Means it is not necessary in the school admission of the children. Further, since a child between the age of 6 to 14 years has a fundamental right to education under the Article 21A of the Constitution, school admission cannot be treated as a benefit because it is a right. The Aadhaar card only used at the place which government gives a benefits to the beneficiary of like minorities and other vulnerable societies, vulnerable section in the society. Aadhaar linking to PAN and for the income tax returning filing. The Supreme Court upheld that the section 139A of the Income Tax Act, which mandate the linking of Aadhaar to PAN card, to PAN and the providing Aadhaar while filing income tax returns. The Supreme Court held that the provision did not violate the right to privacy. This provision did not violate it. The right to privacy by the ruling linking of a PAN with the Aadhaar is not will not be a mandatory. It is not mandatory that you link your PAN to Aadhaar. The last is the Aadhaar linking to bank and mobile phone. The circular of the Department of Telecommunication, which mandate the Aadhaar based verification of mobile number, has been had an illegal and unconstitutional. The provision in the Aadhaar Act allowed the private entities to the conduct authentication to has been upheld illegal due to corporate bodies include banks, telecom operator, mobile wallet, etc. will not be able to press any customer to his on a Aadhaar mobile. So this is the historical landmark judgment on the Aadhaar case. Validate, which constitutionally validate the Aadhaar. So this is all about the Aadhaar case. Hope you understand this topic. Hope you understand this case. A very thank you to all to watching this video.